The Chatfish is the moment of truth. Is the moment of sadness. I was gonna start regular chat, but it didn't work. I'm gonna reinstall it. I probably modded it and then broke it. That's just usually how it be. Yeah, I think we'll just mess around today. I was scrolling through my list of things and saw Command & Conquer 4 and immediately wanted to blow my brains out. Then I saw something good. Then I saw something. But yeah, how's Chatfish doing? And welcome back. Yeah, there's a PlayStation emulator if you want. It's not terrible. I don't know how the PS3 emulator is, but yeah, Sony really should be wise and just make their, library on PC. But doesn't look like they're ever gonna do that. Also, I did a dumb. I bought Mountain Dew and I bought no sugar. I'm very sad about it, but I'm gonna have to just get over it. It's probably, hopefully, better for me or something. If it isn't, well, fuck. If it isn't, well. So how's Chatfish doing? Doing good? I should have went and took a leak while I had the opportunity. But in my haste, I just started the stream like an absolute muppet. So here we are. How you doing? Or maybe do the old Command & Conquer. Maybe play the originals and then get mad about the fact that I'm actually really bad at the originals. I am actually pretty terrible at the OG Command & Conquers. I was bad as a child, and I'm bad as an adult. At least I think I am. I don't remember me being particularly good at those games. I remember being a child and doing the same first 4 missions or 5 missions or whatever it was over and over and over again to almost absurdity. Like almost to the point where it was absolutely ridiculous. Well, I have apparently really borked my game somehow. Don't know how I did it yet, but I have achieved this. What? Have a stream go well? No. This is Kibs we're talking about. I don't know what's wrong. What have I done wrong? Oh, wait, so if I uninstall it now, and there's a folder left, then that's easily explainable. But if I uninstall it now and it's still there, then I'm going to have to do hoops. And I don't know if I feel like doing that right this instant. Can I just close that folder? I swear to God. Okay, the folder's gone. Curious, chat. What did Chatfish mean by this? Well, maybe I did want to play you anyways. Should I bother fixing it? Is Chatfish patient? Chatfish, I don't know if I'm patient right now. Maybe... that's a bit crusty. That's a bit crusty. Maybe I feel like jumping through hoops. Maybe I do. So what if I... You know what? You know what? I don't. You know what I feel like? I feel like showing you something cool. That's right. I was going to stream this. Guess what just came back to Steam? R.U.S.E did. I'll have to fix that. I know that Red Alert 3 is broken. I need to fix that. Wait a minute. Did I use the hook thing to do it? Maybe that's how it ran last time. Maybe I modded it. Curious. So, Chad, if you don't remember R.U.S.E, R.U.S.E is from Eugen Systems. It's actually pretty cute. It's pretty cute indeed. They've announced a new Star Fox game and they've gone full realistic furry graphics. Oh, God. Send me a DM if you could, Huntsman. I'm kind of curious. I got to see this. I'm not really somebody who's played Star... I know of the Star Fox games. I own some. Well, inherited or acquired through, various stores going out of business. I managed to pick up a few copies or the Star Fox games. You've heard of this game? What have you heard, Songmaker? R.U.S.E is cute. R.U.S.E is kind of like a conceptually fascinating game. Didn't do so well when it launched, though. Mostly because it was a bit too arcadey. All right, I'm gonna grab a drink 1 second, then we'll start. All right, Chatfish, I'm coming big. 1 second. In my haste to start the stream, I forgot to take care of things before. What Kib's remember to be? We'll find out at news at 11. The issue is because I stream so long, like, I need to, like eat sometimes and stuff. Because I stream, like, 8 to 10 hours sometimes. Sometimes shorter, like 7 hours or 6 hours if it's, like, Kib is not feeling so well. Happens from time to time. I do not remember the story of this game being particularly amazing, though. I may consider myself a strategy fan. This has a very, very console game vibe to it, though. Twilight of the War.
Prometheus unknown. Over.
The Germans have moved Admiral Canaris. He's no longer at Flossenburg camp. He's been taken to Colditz Castle.
Canaris moved. Taken to Colditz Castle. Over.
I bribed my way in. I may have been compromised.
Could you repeat that? Over.
I said all.
Nightingale.
And Hawk.
Nightingale.
And Hawk.
Why the hell are we cooling our heels here? I figured with Sheridan running the show, we'd be in Berlin kissing the Frauleins by now.
Because the general said so. You don't go second-guessing 3 stars. And what do you want?
Give me 4.
You go second guessing
I
Chatfish.
thought we were gonna go meet the Ruskies at the Elbe.
Rumor says there's a VIP we got to get out of the Nazi jail.
Oh, that looks truly terrible. Yeah. I'll show chat in a second after the cutscene.
You want to draw 4? Show me the ace.
Come on, I got an ace. Give me 4.
Show me a goddamn ace.
Damn.
At ease. The rest of the army will move without us. We have a side mission. Penetrate the German lines at Leipzig and secure Colditz Castle yesterday.
Speed is of the utmost importance. We cannot give her interrogators time to take certain measures. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Hey, Kowalski. I bet you didn't even have a face card.
Ah, hell, General.
I appreciate you doing this, Joe. We know she's here. Colditz Castle. Right across the other side of the city.
It's too bad for Leipzig. We don't have time to go around.
Indeed. The clock's our worst enemy now. Are you sure you can do this?
I got as much reason as you to find out who's behind this.
There's a mystery. Let's roll. World War II was good. So what? I remember seeing this, like, trailers for this game and being, like, flabbergasted by the camera system. The pop-in, though, is really noticeable, though, now that I'm older. Holy schmackarolies. But yeah, Eugen Systems managed to actually get a license for this game back. Originally, it was in dispute with Ubisoft, but they actually finally got it. For those who don't know, that's the Warno / Steel Division / Wargaming devs. Or Wargame devs. Uh-oh.
The troops are waiting for your orders, Joe.
Relax my diaphragm. The troops are waiting for your orders, Joe. So yeah, this was a console RTS. But you know what I really appreciate about games like this, by the way? Look at that zoom out. And, like, you could look around the command room and see, like, little dudes standing around. And, like, look at this and be like, it's a table, and actually, like, click on things and move them. I wish there was a VR game that played like this. It would actually be pretty cool for VR. Purely as a tech game. But the interface is really cool.
The Pershings are waiting for orders.
The little chips, I really like that.
General, you'll have to clear the south bank of the river for the light divisions.
Hold select an area within an area. Whoa. Move the ghost closer to the enemy. What? The ghost turns into a crosshair and shows your odds against the target. Oh, that's what it means. Easy. Alright, Chatfish. Engage the enemy Tonkus. Now, we're using super Pershings, so they're going to do very well. That Panzer IV is toast, shit. Kablam! Yeah, you can definitely feel that war game was very much similar to this. Isn't it cool, though? I love the map, the table thing. The table thing really does complete this. Achieving bonus objectives will grant extra score points. We have a score in the top right.
Clear the southern side of the bridge for the light infantry.
Alright, take it out. Scores unlock things in the specials section or whatever. And focus fire.
Artillery battalion is opening fire.
We got some Chaffies. Okay, I was like, what the heck are those? Those don't look like Shermans. They're moving way too fast. Yes, they're Chaffies. Alright, isn't it beautiful, chat? War is wonderful, chat. Like, yeah, we love war so much, Kib. Wow, and they just explode. Okay, yep, we're doing good. There, good. We did it, chat. We cleared the south side. Oh, Blake, you big baby. He's like, boobity, boobity. Oh.
Excellent.
Isn't this game cool looking, Blake, though?
Very effective against
Look.
their defenses.
It's cool, Blake. It's cool. It's on a table.
You have to get across the river as quickly as possible.
Blake's like, what? Table? I feel like I don't want to
Counterattacking.
go across the bridge right away. No. Alright, they're gonna return fire on that. Switch target to that Panzer IV. Switch target to the middle one. What I'm annoyed by was whenever I click on something, it deselects my units. That is very console-y. It does not want me to micro. Can you drive off the edge of the table? I don't think so, but it'd be really funny if the little tank drove off the edge like, eh.
We have to hurry, General. Our agent in Colditz is the only one that knows what's going on.
Have you ever heard of this game, Blake? Donald says, a game like this would be interesting if done in a tabletop wargame VR experience. I mean, not necessarily a tabletop wargame in my opinion. Like, just get Warno to run in like this. I'm curious though, now that the Eugene guys got the rights back to this, will they try for a sequel, R.U.S.E 2? I don't think so. As R.U.S.E had a very high production budget. Personally. That's my theory. I think they'll probably stick to their Warno stuff. I heard of it, says Blake. Why did you hear of it, Blake? Is it because I said I heard of it? God damn it. Switch target to that weak guy. Alright, very good. Got planes flying over here, allied planes. As he crashes. Jeff said. Game, you don't have to do that. I can see they're bombing the city. They're bombing the shit out of it. However, I want to point out that there's only a couple infantry squads there. And I'm not too really worried about infantry. My God. The city's right. I do like how it says the town, Leipzig. And they mentioned in the story that Leipzig was going to be sad. And it is. It got carpet bombed.
There's the castle.
Sir, we have reports of an enemy battalion of heavy tanks.
Find them and destroy them. They're going to try to relieve Colditz.
I have a feeling I know where they are.
Sir, heavy tanks incoming.
Oh God, no. Nope, back up. Reverse. Okay, there we go. I want to go back up there. Come on, boys. It's a tiger. Ah! One of our little fucking buddies is gone. He's suffering too much. He's gonna try retreating.
Our fighter bombers are on their way, sir.
Should be able to get him though. We're gonna chase after him. The enemy tanks are retreating.
Sir, fighter bombers incoming. Friendlies.
Well, we got one. You know, game, you didn't have to do that cutscene thing. I could see what was happening. Yeah, got a SSR ticket. Soviet Socialist Republic. It's like, whoa. Destroy the Tiger tanks. Man. They did get the aesthetic of this game down quite right.
It's our last chance to discover Prometheus's identity. That bastard cost us a lot of good men.
I don't know if R.U.S.E. Vietnam would be a great idea. Like, theoretically, maybe. But, like, the large battles that happened in World War II are kind of why R.U.S.E. works. Because it's so grand scale. And the large battles in Vietnam are a bit different.
Good God. Angie. What happened?
Andrew, I was afraid the next friendly face I saw would have wings and a harp. Who's the fellow with all the stars?
Joe Sheridan, U.S. Army.
Very pleased to meet you, General. But I've bad news, Andrew. They killed Canaris.
Damn.
I spoke with him first, but he was in bad shape. I couldn't get Prometheus's identity, but I do know where he is.
Where?
Torgau. Prometheus has some sort of unfinished business there.
Prometheus.
I don't give a damn where he is. I'll follow him to hell if I have to. A lot of boys went home in pine boxes, all because of Prometheus. Ever since way back in Tunisia. And Kasserine.
Flashbacks.
Gibbs, you never edited the chat.
Whoops.
Or even posted the stream.
Fuck. Chat bitches.
It's Kib time. Alright.
How do you feel about R.U.S.E., Wheelie? He just looks at me like, what?
I don't know anything about it.
It's a Eugen RTS game published by Ubisoft. It's about deception and like deceptive tactics. It's actually pretty cute with some of the things you did. Because like, unlike War Game or the other games, you have abilities where you can make deceptions happen and hide things. And so the enemies might think you have more tanks there than you really do. Or like, they can't see your stuff because you're camouflaging things. Sort of like mind games, kind of. Not I. I am just a simple German, yeah.
Not evil and evil at all.
Check the dead. There's NRs for water and ammo. Who are you?
Colonel Campbell, Military Intelligence, War Office. Who are you?
Major Sheridan. Joe Sheridan.
I thought Colonel Hodge was the senior ranking officer.
Haven't seen him in 6 hours, sir. Have found pieces of his Jeep, though.
What about Lieutenant Colonel Hanson?
Ah, geez, sir. Let me put it this way. He's going home in a soup can.
Well, gets bumped to you then, Major. I have orders to rally any man with 2 arms, 2 legs, and a gun.
For what purpose, sir?
To hold the line. while we're waiting for reinforcements.
What? That's nuts. By tomorrow evening, the entire German army's gonna fall on Kasserine. That's where we need to hold the line.
You don't have to convince me, old boy. But you've only got rifles against Rommel's 21st Panzer Division. I don't see how you're going to get from here to there.
Well, there is a way. Let me show you.
Good old boy. I'm British. Pip pip cheerio, Squilly.
We received a signal from an anti-tank battalion isolated just north of Sbeitla. More or less here.
Speeba.
I see. And from there, you're only half a day from Kasserine. With a little luck, you can get there before the Germans do.
Exactly. I've been trying to reach headquarters for hours to tell them that, but no luck.
That's bold. Not the shy and retiring type, are you? For what it's worth, I represent headquarters here, and I say we do it. Let's meet up with those gunners. Any unit we can pick up is a blessing.
Well, is it, chat?
Let's meet up with those gunners.
Pip pip chatfishio. Oh, fishy. What do you think of the visuals of this game, Scully?
Looks cute.
They can scroll out and it's like a table.
Sir, there's a lot of enemy infantry ahead.
I like the scale. God damn it. They're driving away. Now those guys are coming back.
4
Curious.
against 2 should be easy enough, Major?
4 against 2 should be easy enough, Major. Math. I do like how the little abstract models running away in this.
But the men still have a hard road ahead. They reacted quickly.
There are big battles in Nam and Korea too. For example, Chosin. Yeah, but like comparatively, there aren't as many. That's the issue.
Enemy patrols. Hit them while they're spread out.
That's always going to be the issue when making a strategy game about the Vietnam War. If you're going to be historically accurate, the issue is that you're going to be limited to the fact that there weren't major ones. Which is why it might be better to make a historical fiction. Like, make it so that, like, weird stuff happens or something.
Just do Predator. Make it a Predator game.
And Squealy was killed.
No. But I'm also referring to, like, have your player be haunted by weird creatures and shit.
I feel like infantry was like an afterthought in this game. I feel like infantry wasn't, visually speaking. Alright, we're gonna move to Sbeitla. Sbeitla! Chatfish live here.
Bulba!
Now, do you notice the pop-in with the buildings? Look. The buildings literally changed. See that?
Some disappear.
I know!
Major,
He took my camera away.
Armor? Good Lord, Sheridan, they'll cut us to pieces.
Good Lord.
Sir, the anti-tank regiment has just made contact. They're engaging the enemy armor.
The enemy armor.
That was a close one.
Just like I said.
Just like I
Just
said.
Major. It's about to get...
Don't count your chickens yet, Chatfish. Chicken.
A battle group of the 21st Panzer Division beat us to Sbeitla, and the rest of the division will be following shortly.
As far as we know, it has both infantry and armor components. You see, the large markers indicate armor, the smaller ones are infantry.
Got it. The 1st Armored's advance guard will be approaching our left flank.
They'll slow the 21st Panzer while we get to Kasserine.
You get to Kasserine. Meow.
Major, the anti-tank regiment has placed itself under your command.
Major. I like majors. Majors are nice. They're nice dudes.
The AT guns must stay at a safe distance from their target, Major, or they'll be exposed to return fire. Look out, Major.
That's
More
true.
enemy armor inbound.
Squealy, what are you doing?
Settling in.
Good kid.
Drinking a Coke Zero.
Bad
A
kid.
Coca-Cola.
Only full
What? What's wrong with Coke?
You need calories to become fat kitty.
Move your AT guns
But
forward, Major. If you want to get a good angle on that armor. Remember, only the AT
Gibbs
guns
is only
will
human
fire
after all.
tanks.
Oh, and what
And
the
best
fuck?
thing
Your
against
brakes,
the
my
enemy
guy.
is
Yeah, they were
power
pretty
up.
bad. They were pretty bad.
How old?
What?
How old is R.U.S.E?
2000. Actually, look it up. You know, I don't actually know. I have no fucking clue. I have no. What? How old is this, Squilly? You tell me, kitten.
Let's see here.
So far, so good, Major.
R.U.S.E.
But the clock is
game.
ticking. We have to clear
It was a.
Sbeitla
It's a
and
console
release
game.
Kasserine.
Here comes the first armored.
They'll buy us
It was
some
made
time
for
to
consoles,
Kasserine,
anyways.
Major. Don't waste it.
It was released on September 7th, 2010.
Fight the town. The anti-tank guns will have a hard time getting an angle on that armor.
Under fire. Our units are under fire.
Anti-tank guns cannot fire on unarmored targets. The Sorcuti. Cisco Star gives 5 memberships. Very generous. We're a quarter of the way to today's goal. Or about.
Yep. We made yesterday's goal earlier, thanks to Opossums.
Yep, was very
The
generous.
road to Kasserine is wide open.
Rub his belly fervently.
Where would you like to put those memberships, little Cisco? He's like, Cisco Star. And then he like looks at you, you know, just glaring at you at the side of his eyes. Just like Chatfish do. Clear path for the light infantry. Kablam, kablam. Those units are vulnerable to tanks.
The first armored can't hold out, Major. We must get to Kasserine before the Germans break through their lines.
Bring up the my truck. So when was the game come out, Spilly?
2010.
How does that make you feel?
I never played this game, so I don't feel old.
How do you feel
when I think
about
it.
this being on the Xbox 360?
It doesn't necessarily look like a 360 game.
It was actually made for
More
Xbox
so,
360.
yeah, but
It's actually pretty good looking
'cause
for a
when I think
360
about,
game, I think.
Xbox RTS, I think of the Hold A select at a.
Well, you look at the
Halo Wars
controls
had.
for the PC version, right? So see how I have to click, and then it automatically deselects. Very console. Because it's trying to make it easier for controller players to move to the next unit. It's a very cute console game. Like I said, console games did produce interesting titles. This is the product of a console RTS. But they actually didn't let it be just limited by the fact that it was on console. They also made it for PC as well. Hence why it actually did okay. It was a bit disappointing for a lot of people, though, because people wanted it to be a lot more hardcore. For example, AT guns in this game can't shoot infantry. And infantry can't shoot, like, certain units. They just sit there and look at it and, like, sad. It's a bit rock, paper, scissory. Don't wait for that unit to stop panicking. Also, you notice how units just do attack moves, so you don't actually have to give them attack orders. Unless you want to specifically target certain targets. That is a very console feature.
The first armored pull back in order, Major.
Squilly pick. Working, can't pick hashtags. Squilly do it. Squilly pick Cisco Star's hashtags. And then tell him what you choose.
I'm adding 25 to Cookie.
You fat son of a bitch.
25 to the Conan Exiles. So it could be fun.
Welcome
And
stream, little Bucky.
25 to Kib's skirt, even though it's already fun.
Yeah, very funny. Scroll boy. Is it whoa? Squeak.
What about it, Kibbs?
Squeaky squeaking squeakers.
Rommel was
Squiggin',
targeting Kasserine.
squiggin'.
I'm getting about
Worse,
9 grand back in
he's
taxes, Kibbs.
mobilized armor from the Italian
What?
R.U.S.E. division.
You like cut out there for a second.
Look at the layout of the
You
city.
better-
Getting 9 grand
There
back
are
in
4
taxes.
points of entry.
Okay.
That means 4 points
Nice.
of
That's more than I got. I got.
Yes.
Actually, they
Fuck
took
the-
$200 from me. Actually, they took. I just think about that for a second. I got 400 back from the state, and then the government took that or half of that or something. I don't remember. Or something.
Yeah.
There was 400. I got 200 back from something. Can't remember.
Sir, a recon plane is on its way.
How does it make you feel, Bucky, knowing that you're a little guy and you have opinions? See, I got opinions and stuff.
I have factually correct opinions.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Say no.
What about infantry, sir? Our boys
Yes.
don't have anti-tank weapons.
Why?
Yes.
They won't be sitting still, Kowalski. They'll have to protect
Yeah.
our
Fuck it.
guns
I
from the
make
enemy's
money.
infantry. Major, the reconnaissance airplane
Why?
is over your area.
Why not?
Why do you do that, Bucky? Why not? Bucky makes money, Chad. How do you feel about? How does Chad feel about this? So, Chatfish not sure.
Enemy movement
Chatfish.
detected south of your position.
Shit. Bitch.
Fuck.
I'm gonna let you know on a little secret chat. If you make over $100,000 a year, get a girlfriend
Alert!
and have her
enemy
move in
aircraft
with you.
inbound.
And within 6 months, you can claim her on taxes.
Inauspicious news.
My
huh?
God.
The real reason she moved in.
Damn, it's a political marriage. It's a political.
The recon plane is down.
Yes, it's almost like the government incentivizes you to start families.
Curious, what did the government mean by
Shut down the
this?
recon plane.
What
Blind.
did they go-
Shinzo Abe.
But not
He
yet.
lives on in the U.S.
Thanks
government.
to a few geniuses in a little place called Bletchley Park, we can decrypt their transmissions.
You mean we can listen in on them? Well, why the hell haven't we been doing that the last couple of days?
Well, if I'd had my way, we would have done. Regardless, we should be able to receive the German messages as they're given.
Well, that gives
That's
us a
very good.
fighting chance. How do we do it?
Well, you select the zone you want
There's
to listen
something
to.
wrong
I'll
with that
find the
flag.
frequency and activate the system.
Are you saying it's not very freedom loving?
No, what's wrong with that flag, Kibbs?
I don't know. I wasn't looking at the flag.
We'll go back then.
No, I can't.
Look at the flag.
No, I'm gonna do it.
What year? Look at that flag over there, Kibbs.
Oh, a little crunchy looking. A little crunchy looking.
No, it's not the country looking flag. Look at the amount of stars and stuff on it.
There might be more states, but that's okay. Hawaii is now a state now. He's like, whoa, curious.
Chad, if you didn't know, by 1941, 42, there were certain things that weren't states yet.
There was. They'd yet to become properly annexed.
Unit reports damage, sir.
How do you feel about Italians? No comment.
I hate them.
Signal tapping system activated. Decrypting.
We can now decrypt their transmissions. Check. Oh, spaghetti.
Shaboba.
Spaghetti.
Boba.
Shaboba.
Communications, Major.
Bucky, how do you feel about Conan's sextiles being back?
Movements will have to fall back.
He's like ready
I
for
think
sex.
you didn't increase the boob size like you were supposed to.
The boobs were set to max. I don't know what you're talking about.
The
You didn't have them
R.U.S.E.
set
has
them.
been
You,
ordered to
you didn't
attack from the
Extra
make them
chunk.
larger than they used to were.
They're super big.
They're already fucking massive. What are you talking about?
Well, they were massive before, weren't they?
No, they were tiny. He's like, what? I just start making up
It's just
stuff.
gaslighting. Yeah, you're trying to make shit up.
Yeah, I am lying to you. Yes, I am lying to you.
I know
yes.
you are, because you could just pull up the old series.
I think I'm lying to you. That you son of a bitch. The Italians are coming. We have to defend the town against the Italians. Oh, no.
I want to let you know, Kibbs. When you told me, oh, they fixed the thing. And,
Fixed what
and then
thing?
when you look at the
I was going by
writing-
the article I read, damn it.
Yeah. So, Kibbs, what's 40% of 108 gigabytes an hour?
I don't know.
What's 40% of 100?
They will be attacking from the west, sir.
40.
Okay. So is 44 gigabytes writing on an SSD per hour a good thing or a bad thing?
That's still pretty bad.
Okay. So when the article
That's the-
tells you, "Oh yeah, they fixed it by lowering it by 60 to 70%,"
They should probably do a little better on that. They should
Yeah.
probably do a little better.
I don't think Cyberpunk writes that much.
I don't think most games do that, honestly.
No.
That's
So
just
it's like, okay, well,
really poorly optimized.
yeah. So it's writing fucking like damn near 50 gigs an hour.
Incoming infantry.
Wait,
Get ready,
like,
boys.
it destroy your hard drive just as fast. It's not that much better.
This is what you guys get for being pirate gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Bucky.
The Italians are getting slaughtered. Good. That's weird that it does the slide thing, isn't it?
I don't like this game. It looks weird.
That's all funny. I don't like this game.
The poppin's weird for the buildings. See that? Look at the buildings.
Yeah.
Boop 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 boop.
You know what? Go find a building that has the exact same thing you're in. Can you find the command headquarters for yourself?
I don't get that until like further into the game, sadly.
Because if you zoom in into your own tent and then onto your own map.
Oh
over and
yeah.
over.
Like hello, looping. It's like that'd be kind of
Watch
cool.
your game just fucking catch fire.
Yeah, this game was made in 2010. It was made for Xbox 360.
No wonder it looks like dog shit.
Damn, you're gonna hurt this game feelings.
This 10-year-old game's
You're
gonna
gonna
scream.
make Ubisoft cry.
Actually, Eugen finally got it back from Ubisoft.
Eugen.
They released a patch and they reopened it on Steam.
You said it was made for the Xbox what? 360?
Yep, this was made for the 360.
Okay. So the Xbox One came out in like 2012, 20
Italian
something.
armored units moving in from the east.
Like
You'll have to maintain a
2014
defensive
time frame.
position, mate.
Yeah, 2014. 2014, 13, I can't remember. Around that ballpark.
So if a game's coming out for the fucking Xbox 360, it was already being released on shit hardware compared to what it could be.
Yeah, it's a late 360 title. But it also pushed the 360 to its limits. Because the whole, like, what do you call it? Looking glass, or what is it? No, not looking glass. The eye, or something called engine that this thing runs on, is about the fact that it can actually render things and pop things in. And then give them detail when you zoom in. For the Xbox 360, I remember playing this on 360, it was pretty impressive.
It looks compressed to shit on Discord, by the way. It's
Oh,
so funny.
probably.
It looks.
I hate Discord. It's probably doing a massive disservice. Because I was like, actually, it's really a testament to the power of the 360 as an engine. Or not an engine, a platform. That it actually did
It's
stuff
just-
like this.
Like Skrilly's not telling you, but it artifacts every like couple seconds. Like the entire.
Oh, I
screen.
just thought, yeah, this is Blizzard, not Blizzard, fuck. It's just
There's
Discord
got to be
being
a
shitty.
better way to stream
Yeah.
this to you. Hold on, let me try something.
No, don't worry about
I'm
it.
trying.
Kim, there's no point. Your autism.
Well, he has autism, but this, it's whatever.
It's whatever. This just is what it is. Whatever. I don't fucking know.
It is what it is.
There.
Yeah, that looks much better.
Yeah, for a 360 title, I always thought this was like the fact that it was so seamless too. Like you could zoom out,
Oh yeah,
and like you were like,
that's
"Ram."
10 times better than what we were watching. I can't believe Skrilly didn't tell you that.
It's really you're pizza shit, as you say. Like pizza shit.
I didn't know pizza shit.
Yeah, you
Clearly,
know,
the most
Italian.
pizza shit one here is pizza foul.
You're gonna
Go
make.
ahead, change the name so that way you can cover for it.
What are you talking about? Me? You're talking to me?
No, he's
Good.
saying that pizza foul is what he just called
Oh,
me.
pizza foul.
I'm waiting for him to
He's
change
so
my name so for the joke to make sense.
I'm not allowed to do that. Kill will get butt mad if I do.
Oh, well, sorry. Sucks to you. The joke doesn't make sense now.
Damn. I remember when fucking Bottle was like, "Are you guys friends?"
Wait, she said what? She said that legit? You're fucking with me.
Yeah, she asked like that. Are you guys friends?
Does she not understand? Oh my god, that's amazing.
Well,
Oh my god, that's amazing. No, it's just funny to me, okay? It's funny because
you should
women and
type
men
it.
treat each other differently.
Well, it wasn't that. It's So I explained the idea that men can go to the same hobby store and play with a guy, like the same group of people, for fucking years, and not know their first name.
And not know their first name yet.
That's true. Because they're just there to play a game.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
it's
an
simple.
entirely foreign concept to her. And it's like, because that's what I view the Bickering bunch and the fucking server as, is a hobby store.
Damn.
Ooh.
No, we're the center of your social, whatever. Shut up.
I highly
Social
doubt
life.
that, Kibs.
Yeah, so currently,
Mhm.
Kibs, I'm going to the Dominican Republic for a massive social event this year. And for some reason, it doesn't look like you're on it.
Why?
On the trip. So.
I should be. I'm pretty important. Actually, no. I don't know if I'd want to be invited to something like that, actually. I
You know what?
don't
Actually,
know
Kibs,
if
I
I'd
think I
want
might try to have you invited. How about
No. I thought about what that was probably in relation to, and I'm like, wait, that's probably going to
No,
put
no,
Kib
no,
on
it's fine.
a list or something. A list or something.
Don't worry about it.
Now Kibs will be targeted by AC-130s.
Gibbs is the center of Spig's social life, says Spider Pig.
Good, as I should be.
Damn.
The
Kibs
center.
really round then.
I
Oh,
wonder how Spider Pig's been doing. I haven't heard from him in a while.
he's doing better. Isn't that right, Spider bitch? He's like,
Spider Pig, what have you been up to?
Tell me that.
Have you saved anybody else recently?
Incoming Panzer IV.
Ready yourself, Major. It's one of a
We
dangerous
should beat up
new
Spider
breed.
Pig.
You got
Oh my
Panzer
word.
IVs.
no, I don't.
Aren't you on the? That's what they
Incoming
have
Panzer IVs.
Oh.
I'm American.
We did it.
America.
We held Kasserine.
Any of our AT guns. Quite impressive, Major.
And I did the bonus objective because I'm so good at video game. Like, whoa!
You know what they say about life, Kibs. It's like a video game.
Trying to complete the stage.
Exactly.
Colonel Campbell, I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again. Believe me, sir, I'm as happy as you are. May I present Major Sheridan, 1st Armored Division?
Sir,
Very well done at Kasserine, Sheridan. I just wish I could have been there to handle things myself. It's lucky I saw the opportunity and sent Colonel Campbell to help you out.
sir.
The important thing is that we stop them. This is Rommel's high watermark. Now it's time to roll them back. Are you ready to help, Major?
Hell yes, sir.
Just one thing, General. Given Sheridan's role in the future, perhaps Major is not appropriate. Of course. Lieutenant Colonel Sheridan, congratulations on your promotion. You got the attitude and the talent that
You look at him, he's already fucking zoning in. So,
Sir, yes, sir. I'm looking forward to doing more of the same, sir.
They're like, what are you talking about? I just asked you how your day was going.
Rommel has pulled most of his troops back to face Montgomery in the south. The main thrust of the offensive will be the 1st Infantry Division from the north, with my combat
the little chips on the table are so cute.
Sir, HQ requests that
I have
we
such
support
fond
our free
memories of
French
this
allies,
game.
bypassing the enemy positions at CD Ike.
So basically, I'm taking the frogs for a walk.
The Italians still have armor, Colonel. Enough to keep us busy. Besides, General Weatherby's plan is not without its flaws. Attacking the Jerry's head-on in a canyon is,
Daring, sir?
I was more thinking of foolish, Captain Kowalski.
There.
Very well,
Kowalski!
Lieutenant Colonel. It's time to take
Kowalski!
Shish.
Little Stewarts. They're derpy and they're small and they're little tiny guys. But they're pretty
Okay,
fast.
why don't you just come over the hill?
tanks, but they compensate by being fast.
We gotta get them, Bucky. We gotta get those Nancy's.
I hope we hit a minefield.
I don't, because that would be bad for me. Look at them just standing out there being little Germans like, what? Maybe
I
we
like how they
should.
turned into cars.
This is before Eugene made War Game.
Yes, infantry standing out in the middle of the open.
In the size of the tanks, almost.
Well, they're not the size of the tank. It's abstracting them. Technically, they're tiny.
I'm abstracting.
Those guys are huge, Gibbs.
Yeah, if you look at the relative size when you zoom in all the way, doesn't seem exactly right.
Like, Sheridan's and, what was it,
4 against 1 should be child's play.
These aren't Sheridans.
Shermans?
These are Stuarts. These are
Stuarts,
very tiny. That's accurately sized. The Stuart's
No,
tiny. No, it is.
The Stuart is a medium-sized tank, isn't it?
Oh no, the Stuart's a light tank. Its classification was light.
Is Stuart Little the rat?
The Stuart's a light
Stuart
tank.
Little
It's
because he's-
very
Compared to the
tiny.
Italians, it's a fucking medium.
Light tanks straight ahead, sir.
That's just coincidence.
That's not how tank classification works, Bucky. That's not how tank.
Italians, tanks.
I feel that the infantry in the combat zone are probably things. That's how it works.
Now, the one thing I'll say is the fire rate on these things is incredibly fast for what
That's
they
not
are.
firing that big caliber.
They don't actually have that fast of a fire rate. That's a bit like an
What was your
autocannon.
Sir, we have a German medium tank straight ahead.
Now, those are cute. Those are mediums. Those are early M3 Lees. At the big side cannon, the big front thing. Often used in a lot of
those
World War II
adorable things.
propaganda. The M3 Lee is a very derpy thing. Often referred to as a little coffin. It's a little coffin.
It's a little coffin. That's not a good.
No, it's not. There's a reason why. Problem
I'm
is,
too distracted
the
by.
big hull-mounted cannon is only forward-facing and is hull-mounted. And it's got a tiny little cannon on the top.
I still prefer M18s.
A Panzer IV. That's a hard target, Lieutenant Colonel. Concentrate your fire on it.
Hard target. Well, probably for your light tanks.
Yes, because that's a Panzer IV. Panzer IVs at this point in the war were something that the Germans had recently rolled out and were pretty annoying for the Allies to deal with. They didn't have a particularly great answer to them.
Were those the ones with the? They had their long range, the longer barreled cannons, right?
Longer barrel and also the side panel so that whenever time fuse whatever would hit the armor, it would detonate in between the plate and the exterior. I don't know if you can see it. I can't see it on that one.
Probably can't.
Basically, it's
I'm
like
too
an armored
distracted by-
sheet that's on the outside.
I'm too distracted by the infantry walking into flamethrowers in the
That's
side
a
there.
massive arc of flamethrowing.
Yeah, I was about to say that is. I guess something like that.
Beautiful. Now that is
That doesn't look
arcadey.
right.
If there were flamethrowers like that, that'd be incredible.
It's hitting from 3 football fields away, sir.
My God.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's okay. They're French over there. Whatever happens is acceptable. You can tell they're French because
Okay,
that's
never mind
the B1 bis right there. That's a B1 bis there. So derpy.
It's okay. They don't have
the
any.
French-
They don't have any Hellcats, so they don't matter.
That's true. The French had some special tank designs.
So, kids, why are you moving them all in formation when you could be moving the lighter ones faster?
Because the lighter ones will not be able to take a punch.
Okay, well then, have them circle around.
Yeah, as I say, move in the general direction, it'll be fine.
Yeah, because they're gonna fucking die before they get there because they're not gonna be in range.
I distinctly remember using having fun with the artillery and R.U.S.E. and just firing halfway across the map because I could.
Because I could.
Panzer IVs.
How do you feel about the Panzer IV? Bucky sounds annoyed by it.
Well done, Colonel.
The most sophisticated tank ever built in World War II, and it was so sophisticated they couldn't use it.
What, the Panzer IV? That's really early.
The Panzer IV? No, it isn't.
Yeah, we're in the North African campaign.
No, because a lot of the units were using. So is it Panzer IV-H or whatever?
Maybe it's a different variant, I suppose.
I know there were different variants. I just don't remember the.
That's
year.
one of Germany's mini mistakes. They're like, let's make 6
Yeah,
versions of the same tank. Okay.
I remember
Panzer IV-H is the best overall combat variant, but the problem was it was so sophisticated that they couldn't field it correctly by the time the end of the war came. They couldn't. There's no factories left to support it. Replacement parts.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it also their most economical tank in relative terms?
It could have been, but they were stuck building fucking super tanks and shit.
Like the King Panzer that broke down a lot.
That too. But yes, Spider Pig is correct.
It's your decision.
That every time it broke down, it would be sent back to the factory because they couldn't fix it in the field. It was too sophisticated.
Oh my! Oh my god! The over-engineering problem of the Germans.
Yes.
Captain Warcrimes donates $25 on Stream Elements and says, why isn't everything exploding? Assume that's for that fund. Thank you for your donation. Very generous.
I just want a clarification on that, just in case.
Is there supposed to be something exploding?
Keep talking or nobody explodes.
Yeah. Is the name of the Vigima game. Saving content. And thank you for your generous donation. Helps us a lot. We're now almost a third of the way to the daily goal chant.
Of today's daily goal? That sucks.
No, it doesn't. We caught up from yesterday. Yesterday we were super far behind.
Nah, that's
wow, mean. We made progress, and Bucky's like, yeah, it sucks. I'm fucking, Bucky, come here, you little shit. You little
Bucky's
shit.
a Debbie Downer.
He is.
Holy
He's
shit.
more of a
I'm not
Debbie
a
Downer
Debbie
than me. I thought I had problems.
Bucky is whiny baby man.
Damn, Squealy, careful. He's gonna
If
get
that's
sassy.
the case, really, you should help Kibs out by supporting him more.
I have not been paid yet. I get paid tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
No, Squealy. Squealy shouldn't do that because Squealy's got a lot of shit to do.
They're like, I honor and I get paid tomorrow. First time I get paid.
But it's good though. Squealy will get to live a little bit longer.
It's a good chunk of cash. Chunk of change.
Okay, first we're gonna deal with that Italian tank because it's probably not as scary, and the German tank has to
Italian
close.
tanks are garbage.
They're cute.
I do love
They're
that
retarded.
The medium tanks have lobbing and the fucking cannons don't travel very fast.
Don't worry about it. It's perfectly reasonable.
Engage that tank, boys. Yeah, take that.
Remember, the Italians only have one okay tank, but that's only the medium tank that can at least fight equivalent. I'm still remembering the balance of this game. It's been that long.
I remember the competitive scene of this game made so many people mad. Because this game is called R.U.S.E, and you're slowly going to unlock abilities where it's deceptions. Spy, decryption to see orders that the AI has. Spy to see what they actually have. And so you can get like all these abilities that unlock different things. Then you can start like pretending like a major attack is coming with misinformation. And then the enemy freaks out. And in multiplayer, that was so fucking cancer. Because like some people would like look like a wall of tanks are coming towards you, and then your scout plane reveals and it's just a bunch of little fucking inflatable tanks. You're like, son of a bitch, son of a...
But that's funny. It's like, oh my god, we freaked out over a bunch of pop-up balloons. Yeah, you did. There's a lot of neat things about this game that more I remember from the nostalgia. I'm kind of sad that it didn't carry over. Because
So,
although a
here's
lot
what
of
I
the
find funny about.
You're getting pincered, kids. What are you gonna do now?
Get out of there, little Stuart. Get out of there. Okay, he's wounded. And now we lay into that little panzer.
I like how the Panther was still focused firing your fucking Steve.
He was like a little bastard. And now we're gonna hunt him.
Had Eugene ever worked on any other console RTs?
I don't know. Actually, check their record. They made this game, and then they made War Game, and then they made War Game Airland Battle, then War Game Red Dragon, and then they made Steel Division 2, and then Warno. And that's all I think I know that War Game or Eugene has developed. But they make these cool, like, sort of like big scale strategy game things. They're supposed to be more modern.
Conflict was their first one, then the Gladiator, Galactic Circus game, Active War, those games.
Active War?
In 2010. Active War Direct Assault and Active War High Treason.
High Treason? Those are actually really cool games. That's actually a really cool game series. Active War is like, it's kind of like Generals, but it's a little bit better in terms of the story. It's very derpy, but if you like sort of like the American Special Forces having to fight terrorists and stuff, that's what Active War was, and it had really cool cutscenes and stuff. It was published by Atari. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know they worked on that. Active War. That is actually cool.
My first UG game was obviously R.U.S.E. And I played a lot of this game, unfortunately on the console because I didn't have money to buy a PC at the time. And I remember having a lot of fun with it. And now looking at this nostalgia, comparing it to their modern games,
I think they've
there
improved.
Are many
but this is
yeah,
cute.
they have improved. But there are aspects of this game I do like, such as readability of the battlefield. I think is much better in R.U.S.E.
And this whole decryption thing is cool as hell.
Yeah, a lot of that I really like.
That's actually something I wish they'd bring back in their new games. The ability for these abilities to like give false information and like stuff like that. It's actually pretty cool. Because you could do so many like things that make like deception. And it's all about like ploys, and then because a well-played ruse strategy would often like the enemy would move their defenses in a certain area. Meanwhile, that was a fake army, and your real army was actually hitting them from the left side, but you had activated camouflage, so they couldn't see your dudes. Or you airdrop dudes behind their lines. Those can't.
Or say they see it's a fake army, they get overconfident. Oh, I can attack here, and they walk into a line of anti-tank rounds. There's a lot of aspects of this game I liked, because one of my main critiques about modern Eugene games, sometimes it's hard to read the battlefield, and in this game, it's actually quite easy to see what units are where, even though there's a lot of derpiness with the scale of the units and stuff like that. At least you can read what's going on. But that's just a nitpick on my end.
It is a very clean-looking game.
Yeah, so
it's very readable, and you can tell at a distance where things are and how much force strength is. That's why the ruses work really good, because like a ruse on our side would be like that, appearing like here, and they'd be like, "Oh," would be like freaking out.
Oh my god, there's a bunch of super heavies coming my flank.
Fucked up, kids, because you have your shit in a line.
Yeah, my guys are being retarded.
Yeah, it's gonna you fucking zoomed out and give them orders. You're getting hit by the fucking defense line now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's one of my main biases in games like this. I prefer readability over hyper realistic graphics.
That might not make it.
Might not.
I prefer stylized over everything else.
Yeah.
And I hate stylized paired together with ultra realism. It looks fucking
Are you doing a mad dash?
Yeah, we're gonna rush them.
Yes.
Also anti-tank guns, so they're not gonna be able to do much against my infantry.
Oh, they're not gonna be able to do much against the transports carrying your infantry?
You're right.
Don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine.
They're like,
we'll get off in time.
Those aren't tanks. Those in trucks, and then they kill themselves.
They actually didn't attack your fucking tank. That's fucking dumb.
Unironically, yes. There was a lot of specialness in this game.
Yes, it's a bit more rock paper scissory. So infantry can attack certain things and tanks can. However, Most units can fire on each other. It's just like that weird thing with the infantry there.
Yeah, because that's one thing they definitely fixed in new games. That yes,
it's because they were
take
trying to
the
figure out how
guns.
to make infantry valid in a game like this, because it's hard to do it in a large scale.
But they quickly realized, hey, anti-tank guns should be able to fire at troop transports and kill the entire unit.
Lieutenant Colonel. We found a Kraut officer in the Italian HQ. He was trying to start a bonfire with those.
Well, it must be important to somebody. Let me take a look. Thank you, Leslie.
What have you got there?
Oh, take a look for yourself. Good Lord. These are your orders. Not just my orders, but the orders for the goddamn whole First Army.
Well, that explains a few things, doesn't it?
Damn it.
How'd they get our orders?
Weatherby and the big red one are mired at Hajab el Ayoun.
And the Brits?
They're struggling to advance along the coast. The German rearguard is causing trouble.
For Christ's sakes, the whole damn offensive is stuck.
You'd think the Germans knew our plans, wouldn't you?
Who's commanding the German troops?
A certain General von Richter.
And the general appears to have slipped up.
How do you mean?
All his strength is on his flanks. His center is vulnerable.
You're calling a Kampfgruppe of the 10th Panzer vulnerable?
Stragglers and remnants. If I can snatch his headquarters, he won't be able to react.
That's quite risky.
Maybe, but it's the only way to take the pressure off Weatherby and Monty.
The HQ of the 10th Panzer has been spotted at Sidi Bouzid.
Cut off the head and the body will die.
My God. Destroy the German HQ and kill Schnitzis.
The funny part is that the Germans hated this idea
the German AT guns are.
of just doing really risky shit
My operatives are still at our service, Colonel.
and having it pay off.
It's like, whoa, we gotta be methodical and careful.
It's too American when that happened.
Goddamn cowboys!
Yankee Doodle! Yankee Doodle!
Taking risk and actually winning? How dare they?
Those rat bastards. They've done it again.
They use shotguns in trenches. For shame.
Yeah, that's a war crime. Unlike our good flaming waffens.
That's perfectly natural. To be burned to death.
I will never stop laughing at that.
Perfectly natural.
The Flammenwaffen, a gentleman's weapon.
An honorable,
Yes,
peaceful weapon. Humane, even.
You must die a slow, painful death and not quick and easy.
Okay, I want those infantry to clean up those little guys, D. Oh, we're making good progress. Ah, they're finally coming towards me.
I do miss the little tokens, for lack of a better word, that they have on the map when you can't see the unit. I always like that.
It makes it feel like it is a board. The trailer for R.U.S.E is pretty good. I do remember that.
Yes, I do like the board game feel, I really do.
Because the whole concept of R.U.S.E from the trailer was that it was two generals fighting over a board with deceptions and like things like that. And then the one general realizes that the entire landing assault was fake. And then he's like, fuck, I'm gonna get raped. I'm gonna get raped. Alright, withdrew.
If I were to give one critique that I do like in more modern systems, tank rounds actually travel like they're tank rounds, but some of the heavier guns, like R.U.S. pointed out, those slower moving projectiles does create an eyesore.
Agreeing with the Bucky.
More cringe than you think. It's like, no. The tank is cooked. Doesn't look like there's any more tanks on their way.
No, they're bogged down.
Okay, so Bucky, you said you consider the Bickering bunch and the Discord to be your like hobby store, right?
It's a hobby store, not my hobby store.
Oh, so not
Damn.
not the one that you hang out with. Wow.
Fuck. Me.
No, it's Kib's hobby store.
It's our hobby store.
Oh, I have a vested interest in it, Kibs. How much?
What? Lucky.
You said it's ours.
Not everything
How
must
much
be monetary. God damn it! Not everything.
Yeah, how much are we being paid?
Yeah.
God fucking damn! Look what you did.
It's
Now they're
Look
revolting.
at Squealing.
Where's my back pay, Kibs?
You don't get any back pay.
Yeah.
Sadness.
Ever.
You just get beaten.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat you, Fuzzy.
You know, I agree with Squealing here.
We're gonna take Fuzzy out back.
Oh fuck!
What's wrong, Kibs?
You
have an answer.
I didn't realize that could build tanks. I forgot it's a video game. I forgot it's a video.
You're playing a video game, and you forgot it's a video game.
Got
Just
it.
wanted to think of that out loud.
I want to pop that before it becomes a problem.
Engaging hostile.
Jofar says, "Excuse me, the Austrian Conclave is my meme repository."
Moving on our flank.
You mean chat repository? Like, whoa.
Watch your armor, Colonel. You'll need at least one tank to destroy their HQ.
Motherfucker, I'm trying. The anti-tanks are working.
Sir, you should have overrun the entire HQ with infantry, but since you didn't have a tank left, we're sorry, you can't win.
The officer, the general sitting in the chair like, ha, ha, ha. Filthy American pig dog. Filthy.
Look at all those aircraft just get fucking annihilated.
What the fuck happened? I didn't even notice.
AA fire? That's a huge waste. It's like,
Ain't no fucking way AA fighter wiped those entire fucking...
AA in 1940 was actually super accurate, but he just looked at me and was like, what the fuck?
Accurate AA? What is this?
When Hitler focused on, like, radar...
Don't do it!
Area.
These guys are gonna die, aren't they?
Gotcha.
Are those British?
I think that's
those British.
Let's see what happens.
No.
Those aren't swordfish. Those are some sort of Bufords or something? I don't even know. Huh.
I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing.
They did absolutely fuck all.
That is true. They didn't actually play the video game.
Yeah, one thing I find fascinating in World War II.
Oh, look, they bombarded the fucking area over there. That's entirely useless to you.
Well, I mean, it's been taken out, so good for them.
Never.
Good for
them. But, what were they? I don't know.
I like how you were like, oh yeah, we just go right up the middle. They're weak there. You mean the entire, like, SS, like, tank division is considered weakness? Obviously, yes, as the result shows.
Yeah, we've broken through them. Their little dead hulls are over there. And we're approaching their commander.
Those are far more dangerous than the little Pack 36s.
Okay, well, that's... I mean, they're not really. They're dead.
What about the Pack 88s?
There's probably something over there. I don't see a light tank hull. I don't think we've lost any tanks so far. Like how the recon plane refuses to go forward. Little bastard.
It's not your recon plane, so.
It's true. But he's still a little bastard. Wait, huh? Wasn't there like a... Oh, no, wait, there were only 3 tanks.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Huh?
Look, ancient Roman Colosseum thing.
In North Africa.
In North Africa, yes.
I mean, there were Roman cities here.
Yeah,
You little silly
Colosseum.
fuzzy. I don't know about that, though, yeah.
Yeah, Colosseum is... If it was looked like a much smaller arena, it'd be more believable.
There's nothing on the radio. It's like they stopped talking.
Von Richter turned off the lights, yes?
Pressed camouflage.
As far as knowing where his units are positioned.
Damn, that hurts. My strategy assumed that we would take out his communications. It's time to get HQ on the radio and tell them we're in it up to our necks.
Lieutenant Colonel, you had best be ready to dig in with teeth and fingernails until the reinforcements arrive.
The
Lieutenant.
Truth, right?
Every
ruse we know.
And to think that I could have been sipping tea in Piccadilly instead.
Pick a what?
Pub, sir?
Piccadilly.
Captain Kowalski, your lack of education is most distressing.
I'm British and I'm very upset. What
Yeah,
you
your lack of education is most distressing.
We've just received reinforcements from an anti-tank unit, sir.
I hate the British.
Hellcats?
I think you're having hope that we have something useful. We should have expectations that we don't. Where are these alleged reinforcements? That's
Would it be good to go
paratroopers.
wipe out the guys on the left to see what the allies do?
I have a feeling those are just going to free spawn, but I'm not entirely sure. I played a lot of video games in my day.
Did you know that life is like a video game?
Those are infantry units.
You can destroy the transports and kill the unit.
No thanks. Start blapping away. Come on, boys, get him. Get him. Good, good. The French are sad over there.
They're expendable.
And French.
And French, yes.
Beautiful.
God damn.
Oof.
There goes those infantry
Got
troops.
Alright, kids, push up, take their base.
He wants me to hold my position for 2 minutes.
That's nice.
Boring. Take the base.
See, I'm not sure if this game works like other games where you can actually break the thingy-majiggy, but usually...
Sir, the
agent we sent to spy is no longer active in the sector. Our spy has left the sector, sir.
Oh no, you're about to be flanked.
It does not surprise me in the slightest.
It's a lot of tanks.
Having an air battle over there. Those infantry. Yeah, get them. Yeah.
Look those war infantry. Look at the sky, kids. It's on fire.
I know. There's little planes crashing down to heaven. Or hell. Or whatever. Or to hell or whatever. Like,
heaven?
Where's
your hand from? Planet heaven.
Don't give chase, you little fucking retarded Stewart. Make them come to me. Good, good.
Okay, well. AI still does AI things.
Yeah, it killed itself because it was wise behind its ears.
Based.
Over there, the French, or is those British?
Slowly coming.
Oh, those are British. Oh yeah, they're coming this way.
They just... Kib is our leader?
Yeah, they cleared up their... Yeah, they cleared up their fucking sides, so...
The reinforcements are here, sir, and they've brought recon units.
My commendation, Sheridan.
And they brought recon unit.
Victory from the jaws of defeat.
$30, huh? I'm a bit surprised, but not too surprised also.
Prevent the Germans from using radio silence. We'll get them now. We'll finally discover where the enemy has been hiding himself.
Affirmative. Check. Affirmative.
Yeah. I do hope after the definitive edition they make a sequel.
Rommel may have escaped, but we can still crush his rear guard.
Sir, we have reports of anti-tank guns in Gem.
It'll be tight. We can't let them get a bead on our armor.
Lieutenant Colonel, Weatherby reports that he is beginning his offensive.
Sheridan, the enemy anti-tank defenses are holding me up. Send everything you can to take them out, now!
By Jove, his armor will take the brunt of the German anti-tank fire. We'll have to destroy them immediately.
He's fucking retarded. I think he might be a blithering fucking moron.
I'd expect that of the Soviets.
Go after the ones that aren't fleeing. Take that out. There we go. By Jove. Okay. So far, so good, chat. Like, the little meeples are moving forward. What do you think, chat? Do you think stuff? Like, hell yeah, we think about life.
No, Kib. We have stopped thinking long ago.
Lieutenant Colonel, the Brits are in trouble. They're asking us to flank the enemy.
Which one of the Brits? You know, just because British people scream when they die. They're sad.
Actually, Kib, favorite nation to play in this game?
America. Because America has the super Pershing, and it's funny.
Tiger tank. Repeat, they have a tiger.
Well, we're gonna back up.
Do something, Colonel. A single tiger could wipe out an armored column.
That's actually
At
true.
range, maybe. Yeah. His gun was it had a good range and it was accurate. And it broke out a lot. Actually, one thing that's fascinating to look into is a lot of German advanced weapon designs, or no, sorry, experimental weapon designs. You have to wonder what was going through their heads a lot of the time. Like their STGs that would fire around the corner.
Our spy has left the sector, sir. Like, so, Chatfish. Alright, there we go. There we go. Tiger's dead.
Lieutenant Colonel, the tiger's been destroyed. Sir, the Germans are surrendering.
That's a relief.
No, continue firing.
The town is ours. But don't sound the trumpets quite yet. The Africa Corps managed to retreat in order. Even their rear guard escaped us.
Even their rear guard escaped us. Those bloody bastards. My God.
Now, Fuzzy, you're saying, oh, they came up with some wacky shit that could shoot around corners. At least they had STGs.
I know. It was still wacky.
We did here. It was touch and go for a while, General. Certainly wasn't much fun at the beginning. Agreed. I wonder about that von Richter. He's clever. I'm surprised that anyone could hold out for so long, facing those odds.
Ridiculous. Just another fanatic with a uniform full of unwarranted medals. We'll be stepping on their necks all the way to Berlin.
My God, titties. The woman is getting him some secrets. I'm betting it.
Outnumbered and lacking petrol, we did well to last so long. I see no shame in an honorable and organized retreat.
We will get them next time, sir.
There won't be a next time in Africa.
But, sir, none of their generals can stand against you.
A victory here would be a waste of men and vehicles. We need them for the real fight in Europe. But, besides, one of them, Sheridan, almost had us at Sidi Bouzid. Fortunately, I always keep a few tricks up my sleeve.
I keep a few ruses. It's like, oh, title drop. Just like, 7 months later, Capua, Italy. Well, that was a time skip.
They loved you in Sicily.
Damn, woman.
I know, and I'll do it again here.
I hope so. The Senate is worried. Public opinion is getting quite vocal about our losses in Italy.
It's the Germans and their bloody defensive lines. We break through one, and they pull back to the next. Damn, I hate this campaign.
That's why I suggested your name. I thought it was time for a new approach.
I'm touched by your confidence.
Which is well placed. Your invasion plan is brilliant.
Let's hope the Pentagon sees it that way. I'm tired of being second-guessed by Washington. I'm a man of action, not a politician.
Don't worry, Charles. I'll support you as far as you can go.
My God. Suspicious. Sheridan's HQ, Italy.
Look, another great plan from Weatherby. I mean, he's so scared of being overshadowed by me that all he gives me is these little secondary missions. You know, ever since we landed in Sicily, all I've been is some glorified crossing guard.
You really think he has it in for you? After all, he did make you a full colonel.
So what? He gets the medal and the glory, and I get the blood and the mud? No, it's obvious he's sidelining me.
Don't you think the success of the mission should be your only worry?
Oh yeah, sure. So he enters Rome like an emperor while walking on our backs.
Damn.
Well, is that so surprising? After all, it was his plan, and it was approved by Washington and London, and it's got to work. Look.
I don't wake it.
Intelligence indicates that our bridgehead behind the Volturno line has forced the Jerrys to pull back to the Barbara line. Their Italian allies are finished.
I know that, and I know that we're going to be acting as bait, doing recon in the north.
Can't wait for Montgomery to fuck all this up with Operation Market Garden.
He's like, what if I land planes over here? He's like, don't do it. Don't do it. He's like,
I don't like the smell of it.
Operation Whoopsie Poopsie.
And I am a great believer in Murphy's Law.
Oopsie.
There's a movie that covers that, I believe. It's called The Bridge Too Far, if I remember right. It's very long. It came on 4 VHS tapes, if I remember right.
Colonel, we found a supply depot.
That was one of their airborne invasions, right?
Let's take it.
Yup.
Yes.
They were trying to secure the bridges before the Germans blew the bridges.
Yeah. It's one of the jokes I make all the time on these kids.
What?
It's one of Montgomery's worst fucking decisions ever.
Yes, it's the reason why Montgomery went from being a popular figure to a very negative one. Because Operation Market Garden was a fucking disaster. Was a fucking... We've claimed the supply depot filled with chocolate chip cookies. Bucky, how do you feel about chocolate chip cookies? Does it make you happy knowing they exist?
Yeah, I'm looking up the casualty numbers and oh boy, yes it why.
Read it out loud.
Yeah, fuzzy.
Yeah, bitch. He's like, eh!
Perfect. Let's build a barracks and send some reconnaissance north.
Fuzzy
What
just
did you ask me,
fucking
kid?
left. I already forgot, damn it. It was a dumb joke and you didn't say anything. You didn't.
Sorry, I'm eating orange chicken and rice and noodles.
No, I do really like the whole combined arms thing they do in this game. Beautiful. It's an Iowa-class battleship.
The fuck they're doing there?
Probably going to support a naval invasion. I see landing invasion ships here.
Excellent.
Looks like they're
Where's
waiting.
USS Texas?
And I'll get the coordinates to recon. We need recon units.
Yeah, it looks like they're waiting for us to secure the beach, if I had to guess.
They're hiding in the woods.
USS Texas is the coolest battleship. No. Yeah, I think it's classified as a battleship, right?
Oh, the Texas? Yes.
That's the coolest one ever. Sir, we can't shoot them in land. They're too far. I gotcha. Floods half the ship.
Like,
I shoot the guns.
Fucking. America, unconventional and also amazing.
And based.
My favorite scenes from that one Japanese movie where the Japanese fucking defensive crew that are on the, I think it was the Yamamoto, are like shooting little AA guns. They shoot down an American dive bomber, like, yeah, they see the pilot land in the water. And as they're like cheering, they see a fucking, goddamn PBY Catalina land, pick up the pilot, take off, and leave. And they're just sitting there like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Those pilots knew what was up. The ice cream's valuable.
It's like, I can't believe it. The Americans will go and rescue their down pilots. Meanwhile, we send our dudes and they smack into the side of their boats. It was kind of funny. I mean, it wasn't so funny for them, but it was funny for me. But yeah, the Pacific Theater was interesting. Mostly because the difference in culture and philosophy was really something. And yeah, the ice cream ships did break their spirits. Just like the prison camps broke the German spirits when they were having full meals, gaining weight, eating steak and potatoes in our prisons for being POWs. And they knew they were getting letters from the Red Cross from their families talking about them starving. And so they were getting depressed. It's so fucked up. They were getting depressed from reading about their families starving while they were eating butter, potatoes, steak and carrots and stuff, and their family didn't even have food. Like, that's got to be a morale breaker. Like, absolutely.
Obviously, it wasn't the first time Germany suffered famine like that because of war.
Well, yeah, it was also during that period too. The 1940s famine was exacerbated by the the 1930s famine was exacerbated by the war outbreak as well. So it made it only worse.
It can't be, sir. Italy surrendered.
Tell them that when you meet them. Sheridan, we need infantry to take care of them.
Tell them that when you meet them. Those damn dirty Italians. That is true. Well, the Italians did actually surrender and switch sides because basically half the Italians were waiting to rise up against their own thing, and they switched sides and joined us. That also wasn't the first nation to do that, if you didn't know. Romania switched sides in the middle of the war. Hungary tried, but it was too late by that point. And they're like, oh, fuck. And then Thailand also did that as well. They were like, fucking Westerners. And then we bombed them a couple times. And they're like, we want to change teams. We want to change teams.
Wasn't the Romanians being ass raped by the Soviets at this point?
They were about to be. They were so scared of what was going to happen to them that they switched sides. That's why. It wasn't because they were getting... I mean, the Romanian army was... The Romanians were one of the other, powers in the Axis that actually fielded a rather large army. But the Germans didn't equip them properly. The whole reason why the... because they didn't have the industry to support their military. Because they had the manpower. And the Romanians fought pretty hard. But the big problem with the Romanian army was that, A, they didn't have the equipment... And fun little factoid, by the way, the battle for Stalingrad, the reason why was Operation Uranus, if I remember right? I can't remember. The reason why that worked out, I know, funny, worked out so well for the Soviets was because the Romanians only had 3 AT guns. And that was when the Brunt armored column came crashing down on their section of the line. Was it 3 or 4 operational AT guns? And they were all too small for the armor that they were fighting. And apparently the unit, I think if I remember right, fought to the last man, if I remember right. I don't know if that's 100% true, though. Or if that's propaganda. But they did actually fight.
I don't know what the propaganda was, but I do know that the Soviets, well, it wasn't as one-sided as a lot of people think, as a lot of impressions you get. No, the Soviets bled ridiculously, and they almost broke trying to do the counteroffensive. I think the losses they suffered were disgusting.
Yep, but the Germans had gone too far into Soviet territory, the supply lines were stretched too thin, and the infrastructure was very bad.
No, because I remember reading in my history books in high school that Stalin was attempting all this industrialization. No, the Soviet Union did not develop as well as the history books will give you the perception of.
From the prisoners shows that we are indeed facing Italian troops.
I thought the Italians were finished.
Well, the regular army, yes. But these are fascist militia, armed by the Germans. And there are more coming.
According to Weatherby's brilliant plan, we're facing only Germans.
Yes, and the Germans are meant to be dug in behind the Barbara line. But we're getting a lot of radio traffic.
This stinks. I'm getting a bad feeling.
Getting a bad feel.
Okay, let's prepare for an Italian attack. Campbell,
yes,
you try to find out what they're doing. I'll let Weatherby know his wonderful plan has to be canceled.
Right away, sir.
Kowalski, give me Weatherby's ship on the horn.
Kowalski! Kowalski.
Out of the question. Operation Deluge will proceed as planned.
Oh, we landed anyways.
Where you are, whatever the cost. Is that clear?
Idiocy. Sir, more Italian tanks are grouping to the north.
Just make it happen.
But sir, we haven't even secured the positions yet. I don't care, I'm landing my men anyways. Yeah, they are getting shelled already.
That's one of those issues I had with the military. It's like, I don't care what your excuse is, make it happen. It's like, we literally cannot do this.
It's physically impossible. Like, you are literally asking for literally God to part the fucking seas, right, my dude? He's like, no, I don't care. What are they doing?
No, you're not allowed to be realistic.
We got some Italians. That's a nasty amount of Italian stuff.
I advise caution here. I doubt that the village is unoccupied.
Starting unit production.
Basileri. Those are their mountain troops, aren't they? Basileri. Also, those aren't militias, game. Basileri are like their fucking elite Alpine fighters. Video game just lied. Italian fascist militia. If the fascist militia is like elite troops.
It's a R.U.S.E. Kibs, they're not the advanced elite troops.
My god. Attacking that position is not going particularly well.
Well, because they're clearly some kind of quality troops.
No, it's a R.U.S.E. Why aren't they getting into the forest alongside them?
We're beating that unit back. Send reinforcements over there.
Why are they not getting into the fucking tree line?
The dead heroes, Bucky. He looks at me like, what?
Are they suppressed? Or is there suppression? There should be suppression in this.
I'm not entirely sure. I do know that, oh, speaking of, one thing I wanted to check out was Warno's adding the Bay of Pigs 2.0 to their timeline for Americas to go back to beat shit out of Cubans. That'll be fun. Like, scream. Basileri is elite light infantry, says Glory Bear. Our spy has left the sector. Curious.
Wheels.
I don't know if he's in that. Okay. I'll just close on them from there. We should be able to run them. And he is history. Come on, blap him. Good. I'm a little worried about those Italian... Oh, what the fuck? There's a little meeple.
The Italians are indeed laying ambushes in the towns.
It's okay, we'll take the town one way or the other. We'll liberate the shit out of them.
Congratulations, Colonel. Sparanese is ours.
Sir, enemy armor is trying to retake the town.
Oh boy.
Infantry have anti-tank.
Village to prepare an ambush. Cities and towns are very useful for that.
We'll send reinforcements. Gotta wait till I get spies available so we can detect what's over there. I'm gonna repel the Italian. Now the Italian armor is gonna get massacred because they're gonna be closing the distance with anti-armor infantry. Once we get that spy back. And here we go. Boop. I don't see anything there. That's curious. Trying to neutralize the infantry. 2 out of 3.
Great stuff, Joe. They won't get this one back easily. Colonel. We can't expect any reinforcements. Weatherby has just started his landing. Good. I hate having someone sneaking up behind me, especially when he carries a gun. Radio traffic is rising. I'm afraid we're looking at an attack on our entire perimeter.
Yes, sir. Ordering unit to destination.
Yeah, you better guard those tree lines, Gibbs.
Colonel, I think it's high time we tried to get some intel, either sending a spy or decrypting their communications.
I'm gonna build up in the trees and take out these little Italian tanks. They won't be able to break through there.
Enemy unit destroyed. Our spy has left the sector, sir.
We can knock out that tank. But to get into that Caro M11, it's a little seated far back. I don't like it.
Look out, Colonel. They're attacking
Nice.
from the left flank as
God
well.
damn, just alpha striked it.
Get to those
To be
trees.
fair, Italian tanks, right? Italian tanks aren't that durable.
No,
Right.
but doesn't matter. He alpha struck.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Why
wait.
the other tanks aren't firing?
They can't see them. They're in the trees. They're too
Yeah.
dense in the trees. Remember, tank optics at this period were pretty bad by comparison to what
I'm
we
gonna
have
think
now.
of usually the balance of the game. I guess I'm just too used to Warno at this point, where if you start attacking, the enemy sees you.
I mean,
Yeah, even up until the M60 was still bad optics.
Looks beautiful over there, doesn't it? Curious. Gonna be honest, I like Vulcan arrow customization better than Warno OSD division, says Inglis, as we take his opinion, throw it in the trash bin. He's like, hey, should have thought about that, ying bitch.
Typical ying bitch.
Broken Arrow's still a thing these days. I usually hear nothing about it.
It basically missed its opportunity.
Yeah.
It had a window to break out, but it still has an avid player base, but it's kind of what we call irrelevant now.
Yeah, because in terms of recent games that have relevancy, it's still Warno.
Back in the trees we go. I think that tank's gonna get out of range. Yep. Nope, get back in. Those little Italian tanks. Like, come on, man. Like, no infantry support with tanks in this period would be very sad. I mean, it's still sad today. It's still... They gonna get him. Yup. He's done.
Rotten news, Sheridan. Some panzers have invited themselves to our party. They're approaching the left flank.
Good. They will also die in the forest of sadness.
Rather a lot of them. We'll need to marshal all our
Did they just
forces
say
to repel
Italians?
this attack.
No, those are Germans.
Okay.
We just defeated Italian tanks.
You can tell because
Their icons
Yeah,
can see the nation flag.
Okay, might be referring to that one.
Those are Pains or Fours. Now, I'm a little bit worried about how many armored things.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. Oh, they're decoys. They're not real.
Sheridan, these tanks are decoys. Wood and cloth constructs.
Don't ask me how they're driving, by the way. Don't ask me how.
At ease, soldier. It means they duped us. Colonel, the attack was a diversion. Why did they send us decoys? That general is full of surprises. He's playing with us. Look, they're also coming from the right.
it's also decoy.
Well, I didn't leave my. I left my dudes over there, so they can.
Yeah, if it's real, we're gonna wipe them.
They can do that. It's their choice. I'm gonna move these guys and take that town there. Yeah, they're real and they're dead.
The Germans haven't been able to break through.
Well, I know. We'll have a decoy. All right, Italian, send 2 tanks. Okay.
That'll totally work.
Set some dudes over there. Those are decoys. I'm pretty sure they're all decoys, to be honest. be honest. Yep. We've got these force locked down pretty tight. We just need to repel these attacks, and then wait till the command gives us actually something to push with. That is a lot of
You'll be
crap.
able to do a decent ambush of or surrounding those tanks once they get locked in.
Ooh, look at the surprise attack bonus.
My god, that's slaughter.
It's a slaughter.
Now, this is one thing I like about R.U.S.E. You can still pull this with infantry and they still feel useful. Not as much in more later Eugene games.
Don't have enough troops in those trees.
Because I definitely know in Steel Division, infantry didn't feel this useful.
We are currently $270 from the daily goal. Chatfish.
Where there are many things you can fund, such as beating sandwich, which I need to alter the overhead so Chatfish can see that. Because a cookie is currently at $26 and has no competition. There's Mouse PI to fund. Conan Exiles with your choice of waifu. Lord of the Rings, the two towers. Vampire, the Don't Nod Vampire game. Lord of the Rings, the Return of the King. Old World Blues, keep talking or you'll explode. Chatfish Trough versus Plate Comslot. Over the Top and Loria.
Well done, Colonel.
That's true.
Giving up.
The movie games, chat. The movie games.
Movie games.
Also, the next Harry Potter thumbnail is finished by Sala. Very good job, Sala.
Salad.
We are ready to crush them, Herr General. Not yet.
Why is the general on the beach?
For another guest. Jawohl, Herr General. Prometheus's information is amazingly accurate. Yes, General? Nothing. Just thinking out loud.
My God. It's a massacre. The losses we're taking.
Weatherby will get demoted.
I told him to cancel the landing.
Well, Weatherby's asked us to reinforce him, so what shall we do?
If he was alone, I'd say let him die. He's got a lot of good men that deserve better than that. What could I do?
I don't know. Why do you think the Germans aren't using their full strength?
Yeah. Why haven't they thrown everything they got at us yet?
Well, I'm thinking because they don't have to. Because up to now they've always been one step ahead of us, knowing exactly when and where we'll strike.
Curious. Why is that, chatfishes? One of you little chatfishes are snitching.
I thought it was Weatherby's stupidity.
He's stream sniping.
Right. Too many coincidences. The only way we'll get out of this is to ignore the plan.
Given our latest recon and my best guesses, I'd say the Germans are massed here.
Yeah.
The Italians here and here.
If we hit the lead Italian troops, we could turn things round.
So we'll hit their soft underbelly and the Germans will have to react.
You tell me the Italians are the weak link? He's like, yes.
We
Yeah.
have to live with what we can capture and tighten our belts. See the supply depot? You should send infantry to take it.
Supply depot? But isn't that tanks right there?
Those little units are caro veloci, sir. All they've got left are their tankettes.
Still, don't underestimate them. They may be poorly armored, but they're deadly against infantry.
Sir, our troops have been trained for strict radio discipline.
Excellent, Colonel. What do you say we try von Richter's radio silence ruse?
Enact radio silence. Activate radio silence.
Radio silence now active. Open fire on
Very good. They can't detect our units unless we make visual contact. Now you can maneuver invisibly.
unit under fire.
I think that might have been a mistake.
Might have.
It turns out we got killed by little
Oh, God.
tickets.
Did you?
Ouch.
It's okay, they're in heaven. Shh, don't worry about it, Bucky. Shh.
You could have.
They're dead now, Bucky. Let them go. Bucky's what? Bucky's like...
I enjoy the fact that you just wasted so many infantry.
Remember those Americans? We need to pad the pine. Like the people who make those pine boxes put a lot of effort into them. Okay. Bucky just looks at me. He's like, "What the
General, there's a nice forest right next to him. Should we use it?
No!
From the open.
Engage the enemy
Yes,
from the open.
They
Hey,
scream out
Kib.
against the enemy. Bad leader.
Hey, Kibs, the Bosphorus are flanking around with a cavalry stack. Ignore it.
No, said the Kib.
I
And then-
think Kibs is gonna get a nice cork box instead of a pine one.
Oh, nice and cheap.
Oof.
Nice and cheap. Economic edition.
Like Kibs is with his men.
Is Fuzzy gay for saying that? Let's think about this. Like, what? Oh.
Why would I want to think about a gay fuzzy? Like,
Think about it deeply, Bucky Bus. It's like,
Kibs, are you thinking about this deeply?
Sir HQ has provided us with a new ruse. They say
I really want a sequel to this game just by watching this. God, that was so much I like about this game.
I mean, this would be cool. What I would really wish they would do is a modern game.
That would be my ideal. Modern game, but in the Ruse style.
Oh, fuck. They're not going to make it to him.
Oof.
Nope. That fucking little tankette's a real nasty fucking piece of work, isn't he?
Should be late game Italian tank design, which they did have tanks they could fight at that point.
Damn it.
he almost had it.
He almost did. No, don't go back, you little goober. You're going to wait for friends. Let's get radio silence in this area. Then we'll jump those tanks. They're close enough.
We'll get more supplies, they'll get less.
But be careful, they'll try to take it back, and rebuilding it would be expensive. Colonel, I've got the location of their forward outpost. It's in an old anti-tank training facility.
Imagine Operation Iraqi Freedom. Like, my tanks just slaughtered their tanks.
Allied soldiers are dying due to his incompetence.
I'm a man of action.
Watch out for the Italian armor. Infantry should use the cover in the forests and towns to ambush them.
Sir, a new ruse is available.
I don't like that tank there. I really could use some armor game. I'm just fucking saying.
You
It looks like they're pushing them further towards the center.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah, he's
That's
gonna
afraid of.
sit there and be a little piece of shit. I knew it.
Colonel,
maybe those allied tanks.
No, they gave you
got
two
tanks.
tanks.
Two lead tanks for us.
Thank you, God. Quick. We get to the woods.
Guess that's gonna be a lot of money you're gonna lose if they keep attacking that base.
Have some dudes there just in case they try something cheeky.
I'm cheeky breaky.
We gotta hurry and get to that fucking woods, though. Use buildings to secure your unit's flanks. We can do that, but first we need to sneak into those woods. There we go. Perfect. Now get in those woods. Good.
Luckily, U.S. weapons were quite good in World War II.
Get a recon.
Weapons.
This is HQ. New unit production requested. Now, you know what would be really fucking funny? Oh, damn it, there's an invisible wall there. I was gonna say, I was gonna sneak behind the forest and take out their tanks. Damn you, game.
Wait, you know what I said? It doesn't let you send infantry all across a huge field? Unsupported?
Maybe you can build one, Gibbs, in the thing and then send it over there.
I wish.
Sir, we're taking a counterattack from the Italian infantry.
The Lees have the firepower you need to decimate them. Remember, Sheridan, recon units are far more effective without obstacles in their line of sight.
I can't focus fire on us all. Good.
Yeah, not surprised the infantry dominated. Infantry weapons for the U.S. were just so much better.
Seems like an echo is happening here.
What?
Eh?
Did he do that? Did
Fuzzy, you've already said that. It was less than 5 minutes ago.
Fuzzy, are you okay?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm Fuzzy.
Now I was just watching the infantry battle on the right.
Get that tank. Get him. Give him hell. Affirmative. Let's see. Got some tanks. What do we have? We can't build new tanks.
You probably just need to baby those two.
Colonel, the key to victory is proper intelligence. I recommend more recon units to expose hostiles in forests and towns.
Sir, the Italians are sending M15 tanks.
Grim news. They can squash the lead tanks. You'll have to ambush them with the infantry.
No, good thing my infantry's already in the fucking city.
Yeah, they're in the center of the city.
Enforce radio silence. Don't drive forward, you fools.
Yeah, that's their only good tank, the advanced medium tank.
The Italians didn't have the most amazing things ever.
They do have some decent units in the army roster, if I remember right, in this game, but tanks was not one of them.
Yeah, shit on a biscuit.
They're patrolling. If we decrypt their transmissions and track their moves, we can ambush them.
Must perform some kind of ruse.
Game mechanics.
So did they just remove the misinformation mechanic from the next games after this?
Well, they had to. This was published under Ubisoft. If they made Ruse 2, Ubisoft would have broke their little necks. So the French team was like,
I'm saying specifically to just add in those mechanics into their main game.
They would have to do something different but similar. They couldn't just copy and paste.
Oh, so,
even doing something similar would be a risk because Ubisoft would have still been lawsuit happy.
Oh.
Even if, under technical terms, it would have been innovation, not copying.
Yeah, a lot more infantry gives.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
But you have so much money, I don't know why not spending it on infantry.
I know, I should be.
As time goes on, I become more vindicated in my hatred for fucking copywriting mechanics.
That you should be. It's absolutely retarded. There's no reasons to patent fucking mechanics other than to be a real piece of shit. Is the real answer.
No one else can do this mechanic but us. Also, we're not going to make any more games with this mechanic.
Funny enough, if my understanding of the legal is right, copyright was meant to protect against just copycatting, not innovating. Innovating means you can still look at the work and do something different or be inspired by, which is not protected under copyright. But try finding that in the court.
I'm a little worried about that little place over there, Bucky. In fact, a little worried might be an understatement.
Enemy flamethrower tank.
Oh god.
Our leads should withstand the heat, or we could get close using radio silence and available cover.
Yeah, they're trying to ambush you from the left.
Those guys in that town there. Oh god, no! No! Radio silence!
Said?
Let I put radio silence there?
Oof, they're trying to pull a fast one.
Little bastards. That's not good. Fuck. Nope. I got 2 rockets off. Can put enough heat on them. God fucking damn. Absolute hell. Absolute fucking hell is what that is. Alright, we need more boys up here. More little chatfishes. Ready to rack.
Gibbs, can you bring up that card again?
Which card?
The buying stuff. Go to the right one. No, what's the one in the middle? Why do you click past that?
Really? Oh, this is for building. We don't have other buildings unlocked, sadly.
Ah.
We can get more resource hubs, though.
Kibbs, radio silence doesn't give ambush. Have to be in the forest or in the town squares.
Yeah, I know that now, chatfishes. I captured that. Game wants me to neutralize that. What if I take the armor base? Can I have it? No, I can't. What's this? We should capture that.
Why shouldn't I have it?
Why can't I have it? We should secure that. Okay. Alright, who's going to capture that little barracks? Ah, fuck! Oh, we should just assault that position. Get him, get him, yeah, get him, yeah! Keep going, keep going.
Why does Skip hate his convoys?
What do you mean? I just saved them. I saved all 3 of them.
One got destroyed.
No, I didn't. They're all 3 right here.
That's not an explosion.
You little doomer. You little doomer.
And?
Capture that. All right. We got this in the bag. Yeah, this game is quite cute. If they made it dedicated for PC, it could even be, I think, even much stronger. It would be great. And now we can use that barracks.
You're not playing the Steam version?
What?
It's on Steam.
I'm playing Steam version.
Okay.
What are
I thought you said,
oh, they captured it back, those bastards.
A true leader of armored cavalry, what?
They were hiding the trace.
Thanks to their forward outpost, we're now in good position to take their HQ.
I captured it. Hey, hey, hey. I do like the little names of towns. It's kind of cute.
Alright. I'll leave it.
Take care.
Yep.
Andrew, can you give me a situation report?
Andrew.
Jerry is pulling
Who?
in some units to support their center.
Are they sending us reinforcements?
Unfortunately, Weatherby is still monopolizing the supplies. But there is a French
Weatherby
coming to lend a hand.
Where are they?
Somewhere in that direction, it seems.
So all we have to do is finish off the Italians. I'll start with the tanks threatening the rear.
They're not finished yet, Sheridan.
Hey, retook the barracks for me. Nice.
Without a fight.
Colonel, the anti-tank base is up and running. We can deploy the tank hunters.
The tank hunters, yeah. The tank hunter.
My kind of tank hunter is the, oh good, the Wolverines.
I like how Bucky leaves and then we get the Wolverines. That's so fucking funny. I don't even have words. I don't even have.
Are you saying Bucky was preventing you from having the good units?
I just thought it was funny. I thought it was fucking hilarious, honestly. I like how that filled up with money again. Got a problem with some tanks, sir? Sir, yes, sir.
I'm not entirely surprised, not really surprised at all that
Sir, we have other Italian
Ubisoft sold this to Eugene, because Ubisoft is so desperate for money at this point.
I think it's good that Ubisoft finally fucking is being put to the thing, because Ubisoft is, like many of these big publishers, they sit on so many games and they do absolutely fucking nothing with them.
Prince of Persia, for example. Let's see. I have fond memories of that series, and Ubisoft just doesn't know how to handle it. I know they made a Metroidvania of it, but it was just, eh.
Sir, I have reports of enemy infantry movement.
That's just one.
Sheridan, don't let the infantry get close enough to use bazookas on our tank hunters.
I don't think a tank destroyers can do shit against those.
No, they can't. They're weak as fuck, even though they would have a mounted MG. Chatfish must destroy the enemy infantry immediately. Chatfish like, sir, yes, sir. Beautiful. A new ruse is at our disposal.
Lucky that. Never forget to escort tank hunters with our infantry to protect them.
The Tom Kellen's series also is one thing I wish would get out of Ubisoft, but I think that's going to their big AAA studio subdivision, or a subsidiary they're making, which is unfortunate. They abuse the Tom Clancy name so much it's not even funny.
It is very regrettable.
It's like it's not even Tom Clancy related in the slightest now.
He's dead, by the way, so I just dig up his corpse and like he did this. He made this game.
Even though it's not related to his books.
Yeah, it's actually kind of repulsive. And it's funny because, like, Tom Clancy's politics are to the complete opposite of Ubisoft's, too, so it just adds extra funny to the whole fucking situation.
Didn't he try suing you? Didn't him or his family try suing Ubisoft at one point, and then Ubisoft won?
I have no idea.
Myself on that. I know. I don't distinctly remember there was some kind of drama around that IP name.
It would not fucking surprise me, to say the absolute least, if there was, though. Gonna move infantry up around that flank there. Oh, good night, Metallic Chair. Take care. We'll see you later.
Good night.
Have a good one.
Yeah, they're trying to go for the supply depot.
We're blapping away. Blap, blap. Okay.
That's a lot of tanks.
It is.
But you have tank destroyers and infantry in woods.
Yep, I think we got this in the bag. We'll clear them out and then we'll move forward.
Threat neutralized, sir.
Excellent. Those tank destroyers will be a nightmare for the Italians.
Rookies are training, they'll be ready soon.
That's not a high bar.
Forces are massed on the other side of the river, sir.
They think we won't dare the crossing. Personally, I'd love to prove them wrong.
They think we won't cross the crossing, Chatfish. Personally, I'd love to prove them wrong. Chatfish. Wait, does no new games come out tomorrow? Oh my god, thank fuck. I think there's no new video games for a change. I mean, that I have to cover. That means I can do paid requests tomorrow. Whoop! I know. It's been like so long, Chatfishes.
Let's see, new releases.
Now we've been kind of spoiled for new games this year so far.
Yeah, I'm kind of actually ready to not get any more new games for a bit, please. I don't really want to spend any more fucking money.
Oof.
Be very wary of it. You'll need recon or spies to destroy it before it spots us.
Or just infantry.
Wasting our Wolverine's range without recon, plus exposing them to ambushes.
I think we'll send our infantry to give them a nice fucking surprise.
English says Subnautica 2 is coming out soon.
How soon is soon?
This month, I think?
Wasn't Subnautica 2 already out? No, wait, that's below zero, never mind.
Yeah, the 14th. That game's been through so much drama.
That's more so because of the Subnautica devs are really, really dumb.
Yeah.
Good news, sir.
It's like that whole...
They're sending us a company of lead tanks.
Regardless of what you think of the court case, that whole... I hate both sides. Both the developer and the publisher in that.
Those Wolverines are powerful.
It was bullshit.
They need to be shielded by tanks.
Because you can name out garbage the original owners did, you can name garbage the publisher did.
Surprise attack! Surprise! Double wide surprise.
Double wide surprise.
Granted, I don't think the game's going to make anywhere near close to justifying a $500 million payout.
Reports of 3 Italian field bases.
Colonel, if you can neutralize or capture those, it will seriously weaken them.
Plap, 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 plap. Natural. What? What would he say? Something about capturing stuff?
Probably the, yeah, it's gotta be the vehicle building.
They're sending bombers against our troops, sir.
Fuck, what am I gonna do about that? Chatfish, get out of there! Chatfish, no!
You probably just have to tough it out because you don't have AA. And it missed.
That's funny.
Yeah, you're not getting able to fight. Yo, those tanks are screwed.
They're in a pickle.
Because
nice.
Right into your tank destroyers. Oop.
You know, a Halo RTS like this would actually be pretty cool.
It would, but that would require something interesting to happen.
The French forces under the Duke made contact.
Now we didn't get this into fires, I guess, but so far the new Xbox head is at least on paper recognizing some of the faults. Now, whether she executes their needed reforms is an entirely different story.
You have to see how she does. I will say it's not uncommon for her to recognize the faults, considering that fucking guy that left pretty much left her with a fucking train wreck. Pretty much left her. Phil fucking Spencer, the blithering retard. Yeah.
He was good at being in front of a camera, but in terms of running Xbox, I'm not sorry, the guy was incompetent.
He was kind of a douche.
Because under him, the Xbox brand declined so much, it's outright disgusting when you look at how Xbox started in the Xbox and 360 era. It's like such a strong start, and then they just floundered for 2 generations. It is quite sad.
Yes, sir. Starting unit production. A new cruise is at our disposal.
Because I know they're pulling out most of the AI garbage that they're forcing into Xbox. No more co-pilot, and they're only going to. There's going to be some leadership changes from what I know, and it's just trying to get their whole governing philosophy back on track. So let me get up the article I posted. Guess we could probably discuss about this while we can only talk about R.U.S.E so much.
Well, I was gonna probably do Conan Exiles next for the rest of tonight, and switch thumbnails for the next stream.
Conan Kib Apologize.
Yeah, she said on X, Xbox needs to move faster, deepen our connection with the community, and address friction for both players and developers. Today, we promote leaders who help to build Xbox while also bringing new voices to help us push forward. The balance is important to get the business. I want to make it the rest of it.
I mean, what she's saying is pretty wise. Now, it's going to be down to execution.
Back on track. Yes, that's one thing I like to stress a lot. If you watch me talk for a while, a lot of it's an execution based. There's a lot of things. Yeah, sound good on paper, but doing it is always a whole different story. And knowing Xbox and Microsoft, that's not easy. It's just as part of this shift, you will see us begin to retire features that don't align with where we're headed. We will begin winding down Copilot on mobile and stop development of Copilot on console.
Good.
That's going to be a disgusting amount of money saved.
That is.
Like, we have stopped forcing AI into our product.
We spent a lot of money on AI data centers. We spent a lot of money on AI data centers.
We're going to avoid spending money on AI.
We spent billions, tens of billions on AI data centers, and you justify it, and we're not going to use it in Xbox anymore. Yes, actually, unironically based, because they're forcing it into places where they can't get any benefit out of. It's just wasted money.
We don't have enough recon out there, sir.
As to the rest of it, such as leadership changes and player-centered focus, that it entirely depends on how she handles the leadership changes, which is a whole other question. Which we all know under Phil Spencer's stewardship, the leadership sure was heavily out of touch.
This is a massive little battle here. Beautiful.
Oh my god, even a choke point, that's even worse. Tank staring down a bridge. Yes, please come across, we're very eager.
God damn, so many dudes. Oh, that was bad, whatever that was.
They have tank. Oh, that's our elite tank destroyer. That can actually do some damage. Yeah, let's do tanks from that.
Nasty little shit.
Again, a lot of late game Italian news can actually fight. Oh, they have fortifications. Those blue arrows. It's gonna be a bit tough to cross. Actually, you might need to worry about the right side a little bit. Okay, good. There's almost.
Oh, poop.
Oh god. I mean, not unexpected. What's the AI doing? Green checkerboard. What are you doing?
We're gonna rush it. We're gonna act radio silence so we can close the distance. Game no, please.
Thanks to you. All that's left is to finish them off. Take down their HQ quickly. That will take the pressure off Weatherby and spare a lot of his men.
Good, Chatfish. There we go. And now he's dead.
Luckily, they're not very durable.
Well, I meant to grab that infantry bit, but that was my bad. He died because I was retarded. Oh, fuck!
Colonel, they're setting up a major counterattack.
It's not real. It's decoys.
Yep, decoy.
I don't know why.
Some of them are decoys. Are they? Yeah, only some of them are decoys. Guys. Maybe they do like the boost mechanic. That's... rough.
Oh, my tankos died. Heroes is.
They died foolishly.
I do like the system of units and stuff like that because I'd rather not have the armor cap and rather have this resource constraint.
Colonel, we're getting sightings of incoming enemy tank hunters.
Oh.
Unit cap specifically only for like to help a game like run well.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not because the developers actually
Sometimes it's in there for game balance reasons. There are cases where that is the case.
Yeah.
Like the OG Tomb Kings for Total War Warhammer had a unit cap for
balance reasons because they can infinitely recruit their basic spearmen and sword units.
It also meant that you could only have like so many armies because you couldn't have that many good ones.
They can't fire at us.
Well, they added a cost to things. They functioned more like undead, where it made sense. So in that context, it made sense.
But don't, because your best units are a construct.
Well, that's the whole point of their army. It's like there was constructs in other various elite units where their only good unit was their tomb guard. Everything else was chaff. That was meant to be expendable.
And it was like constructs are cool, so they gave constructs to the Chinese.
I think it's only the one unit, the terracotta unit. But the Tomb Kings for their monster and construct units, they do have quite a varied amount, which made them fun.
The Joymans. Like Joymans.
Italic.
Yinglis is great.
These are Germans over here.
Make him green. I want him to be green.
But to say, I thought they were Italians.
There is a max tier bounty on Yinglis, I believe.
Let's see here. It's on Commissar Czar, actually.
Oh, it's on Commissar Czar? I thought it was on Yinglis. Oh. Wasn't there two?
Trustee's also written there, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but
if that's correct, if I'm reading correctly. No, I think Trusty is also a max tier bounty. Trusty and the Commissar.
Yeah, they're just way too fortified. They are probably gonna need a multi-block attack.
They definitely are, yeah.
Grenadiers and tanks.
Fuck. Those little Italian bitches.
They'll probably spend a little bit of time developing, because I see that center forest. They could go from center forest to center forest, and you could probably get to them through that. If you need to fortify, you have that wide open plain if you need some time to build up.
Yep.
To make sure their tanks can't just, infantry can't get to you.
The Chatfish are legendary, like thanks, Kib.
Yeah, because unless they have their elite tank destroyers, you should beat them tank on tank.
I must check one thing. In the background, un momento, les Chatfish, yeah. We are les Chatfishies. Mmm, delicious.
Now, everyone, I have to bring this up. What does Kib think about GameStop trying to acquire eBay?
What?
You heard me.
They're trying to acquire eBay?
Yeah. GameStop, for record, is worth $10 billion. eBay is worth 5 times that. $55 billion acquisition, what they're offering. eBay is worth right now $48 billion, which the stock only went up a little bit, well, quite a bit, because when they heard the acquisition. So naturally that happens. Nobody's taking this seriously, for obvious reasons. Our common joke is, GameStop has money.
We have a lot of tanks. A lot of Chitonkies. Uh-oh. Okay, they're already over here. I see. Curious.
I remember when... What was it? GameStop? That was going bankrupt and out of business. And a bunch of insider traders were planning on that. And then some Redditors thought it'd be funny if they funded GameStop, so they threw a bunch of money at it. And that really fucked over the insider traders.
I thought that was they were short selling and people on the Redditors decided to just buy the stock to drive up the price. Because that was a GameStop. It wasn't.
For sure.
About time things went our way.
Because I remember if GameStop was a bunch of hedge funds were shortening the stock, and then a bunch of Redditors decided to drive up the stock price to cost the hedge funds a lot of money. Funny, yes, but a lot of people made a lot of money through taking advantage of that. But acquiring eBay, if you know the person that's been leading GameStop recently, he's a bit of a wacko.
There we go. Beautiful. All right.
An impressive victory, Colonel. I'd say worthy of a medal and a promotion.
That little bastard ruined it! All I needed was a little more time, a little more support!
Allied High Command doesn't see it that way, Charles. We had enormous losses without a single objective taken.
But I had the entire German army on me. What about their losses? We almost had them!
They backed up maybe 2 kilometers and still hold the sector.
Now they've given command of the eastern flank to that reckless ass!
Well, he did push them back 100 kilometers.
I just need a bit more time, Kate. I need your support more than ever.
He's obviously a traitor.
Charles, I also have my orders.
No more woman for you.
Leaving?
It's your day for bad news, dear. I'm being moved closer to the front.
Damn. He's been cooked.
I mean, when you look at what he did on the AI side, oh my god.
You must be Colonel Sheridan. How do you do? I'm Kate Garner, Military Intelligence Service, War Department.
Excuse me, young lady. This is an operational center. And what
am I doing here? Bringing General Sheridan his first star, new orders, and a whole lot of good press from the Pentagon.
Wow. Well, welcome to Italy then, for a lot of good reasons.
Congratulations, Joe. General. Brilliant. It's thoroughly deserved.
Brilliant.
Outstanding. Now, just give me a second to get used to these things.
Well, if we're going to get to Rome one day, perhaps you'd better put those stars to use at once.
Right.
She's a traitor. No, he's the traitor.
Your command.
With the 57th Bomber Squadron setting up in the
Turns out
captured
she's a
airspace.
double agent.
Bombers! Are they part of the task force?
Yes, you'll be charged with protecting our installations and coordinating the ground attacks. We're going back on the offensive, and what the hell was that?
Looks like Jerry has pulled artillery into striking distance. They want to catch the bombers on the ground, I imagine.
Get them in the air pronto. Let the flyboys show us what they can
I saw
do.
that plane
Andrew,
fly
get
through
us
the
the
tower
artillery
right there,
positions.
and I just frowned. I just
A female is ruining my war, says Florio.
Me war, goddamn women always just war. What's with every game we played lately being like evil women? What the fuck?
Maybe someone had a fetish at the time.
I mean, the
Yeah,
other game we played
Starcraft, yeah.
yesterday was not like that. Or we played Earth 150, which we played as the the Corporation, which is like evil fucking women. And now it's like we're playing this game, and it's like evil women. It's like what? This is like the theme of like every game we played for like what feels like multiple games in a row. And it's not me, chat. It's the writing. The writing is this way. It's like women are evil.
Those guns didn't climb those mountains by
I wonder what the
themselves.
message is.
They must have a camouflage base in the area.
A new ruse is at our disposal.
I'm taking off my little beamers to go beam them.
I do like how this campaign is also a tutorial into the mechanics of the game.
Reporting enemy losses.
We're bombing. I always like playing as the planes and bombing the shit out of people.
Good. Let's make sure.
I usually like having long-range artillery and shelling the enemy from a distance.
Sir, we've found their base.
Good. Go ahead and take care of them.
Remember right, wasn't there nuclear artillery in this game?
Yes, there's a whole game mode dedicated to it.
That was fun. That was a fun moment in the campaign. It was just... Yes, this is an artillery gun with a nuclear warhead in it. Don't question it.
Don't think about it. Merely artillery and get
what-
excited for next artillery.
Just think of how large the crater will be. Was that a legit thing, nuclear artillery?
Theoretically. I don't think not in World War II.
Okay. Right, puppy?
Right, puppy? Puppy, puppy, puppy,
Puppy's
puppy.
just, she's just laying on my bed all happy.
Never trust women in wars, chat. They're always out to get you.
I hate women.
Chatfish, no! My chatfish are misogynies. Or wait,
Yeah, just gonna
is
get
that
the
the right?
channel
Is that
canceled.
the right verbiage? I can't remember how it goes. Squad commander, open fire on target.
Actually, Kibbs, what would you want in a hypothetical R.U.S.E sequel in the modern day?
Just better control, more expanded mechanics with more meaningful choices, and maybe incorporate things from the other games that they've developed, the lesson they've learned with having like fuel and ammunition be a thing, and like some sort of automated supply systems and stuff, like more or less. Actually, I think the scale of R.U.S.E is bigger than Steel Division, actually.
Impressive, General. You're living up to your reputation.
I don't
Very
remember.
well.
I think, yeah, I think so.
Very well. Let's get
Which would
back
be
to
funny
the
considering
operation.
the age of the game.
And it's a bit more abstracted in this game,
Where
though.
were we? Yes,
Yeah.
the new offensive. Colonel Campbell, will you do the honors?
The French Expeditionary Corps will be advancing through the mountains.
I see why they gave me bombers. If the Germans are dug in there, it'll be hell to get them out.
Precisely. That's why you need to coordinate the French strike with the B-25s. Then Weatherby, and what remains of his command, will take over the offensive from there.
Huh. General Weatherby.
If you don't do it for him, Captain Kowalski, do it for his men. They've bled enough already. And last but not least, British and Commonwealth troops will then strike here.
One last thing. We're sure that General von Richter is running the German defenses.
Ah, my old buddy. The mastermind behind the Africa Corps' withdrawal.
Withdrawal, see?
You know him? Then there's no need to point out that he's dangerous.
The hell that is my Kibian life continues.
They're deploying mobile units along our flight paths. Get rid of them. Our bombers are going to drop like flies. The first thing we'll have to do is destroy them.
I think bombers will attack a big source.
We'll
To be honest, jokes aside, humor aside, EA wasn't that effective against in this era.
Sir, headquarters is asking us to speed up deployment.
Because yes, we took casualties and damage during, say, the bombing of Berlin and the Allied bombing, mostly U.S. and Berlin of German cities.
Excellent.
They weren't always that effective.
We'll hit those AA tanks in no time.
And we started realizing over time is that, yeah, that bombing campaign really did quite a number on the Germans' long-term ability to wage war. They were already inefficient in their logistics already as it is with how they manufacture.
My God. We don't have enough surprise.
Surprise?
Pysix says, but they are. Reddit loved the stonk, says Florial. Femoid ruining the woolly. That's true. Alright, chat. It is probably good to wrap it here, though. Because I think it's probably time to move on to something a little bit more naked. Like, what? No!
Jeez!
Now time for some Conan Smexiles. We'll call it late night breeding. See how that works. Late night breeding.
Breeding.
Alright, now breeding, we'll do the like little comma and we'll make it like southern. There we go. Good.
Breeding.
Perfect. Wonderful. Beautiful. Unfortunately, it's going to be a late night of streams for Kib. But that's what I get for having a damaged car. It's my punishment. My punishment for being late to stream is streaming extra long. It is what I must do, for I have sinned, chat. I was late to stream, and now I must pay for my sins. Not only did, Chatfish break my car, it's actually their fault. Like, whoa!
Typical
yes, you must have
Alright, chat. We'll see you next stream. Goodbye.